I went to Las Vegas this summer. It's pretty awesome. Went to a strip club in Vegas. Got a lap dance. Strippers. I'll tell you this. The funniest thing anyone's ever said to me in my life is probably what this stripper said to me in Vegas. So she was Korean, right? And her name was Seoul. And since she was Korean and her name was Seoul, I was like, oh, Seoul, like the city. Yeah, that's right. And I was like, Seoul, like the city. And she said, no, like the Kia. And I was like, you should do Laughing Skull Lounge on Wednesdays. You're hilarious. You gotta do that. I was at a concert recently. It was pretty fun. I was at this concert. I was watching the band. So this band, they were playing their music, and then they finished. They walked off stage, and then the crowd started chanting encore. And then the band came back on. They played a few more songs, and it was great. And it got me thinking. I was like, you couldn't really do an encore at a comedy show. It wouldn't work. Like the momentum just isn't there. Like you couldn't like tell a joke and then walk off stage and people just an encore at a comedy show. Just it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. Yeah, guys, I don't think you're understanding what I'm trying to get across. Let's pretend like I'm closing my set right now, okay? I'm gonna drop a line. I'm gonna walk off stage. You guys get really loud, chant encore. I'll come back on. I'll show you guys what I mean. Are y'all down? Y'all down for that? All right, cool. Sweet. So I told her, that's not a cell phone in my pants. That's my chlamydia. Thank you guys. Good night. No! You guys want to hear some more jokes? I said, do you guys want to hear some more jokes? Yeah! So, you guys like board games? You guys like... So you couldn't do an encore at a show. That's basically how it works. Speaking of board games, you guys, I'll tell you this. I'm Jewish, and if there's one board game... No way. Yeah, dude, we're in Atlanta. I'm Jewish. I'll tell you this. If there's one board game you should never play with a bunch of Jews, it's Monopoly. It's I'm telling you, it is the worst. Nothing happens when you play Monopoly with a bunch of Jews. Like, first off, everyone's fighting over who's gonna be the banker, right? Like, no one. And then, like, nobody spends any money. The whole game, no one spends any money. And you can't go to jail on Hanukkah, you guys. There's a lot of caveats to playing that game. Played a lot of Risk when I was a kid. Any Risk fans? Yeah. Right here, man. That was a fun game. It's kind of messed up though when you think about it, right? Like, if you're not familiar with Risk, basically each player is a different army, and the goal of the game is to take over the board, which is a map of the Earth. They call it the game of global domination. Or as I like to say, who thinks the most like Hitler? Is basically what it is. I'll leave you guys with this. I'm on Tinder. If you want to check me out, everyone's been talking about Tinder. I figured I'd tell you guys that. I'm on Tinder. Not very good at it. My friend, though, he kills it on Tinder. He's unbelievable. And I was like, dude, what is your secret to getting a girl on Tinder? And he's like, well, I always ask them like a crazy question, like that they can never fathom, like crazy pickup line. And I was like, well, what kind of pickup line do you use? And he says, I say, roses or daisies? And then they respond, and then I say, great, now I know what kind of flowers to bring to the funeral after I murder that pussy. And he's gotten laid using this. I'm not like, it's not a joke. So I was drunk last week in Midtown, and I was like, I'm gonna try out this pickup line that my friend taught me. But like I said, you guys, I was pretty drunk, okay? And I don't remember like the words exactly the way he told me, but I got a match with this girl on Tinder. I was like, roses or daisies? And she said daisies, and I said, great. Now I know what to bring to your funeral. That was it, you guys. I didn't remember the rest of the pickup line. Thanks, that's my time. Appreciate it.
Louis Galanti, everyone.